Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast. Today is Monday, January 30th, 2017. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. Investigators from the Violent Crimes Unit and officers of Police Division C in Nevis are investigating a homicide in Church Ground. The victim is identified as Leon Gomes, a 44-year-old male. Police responded to the residence of the deceased after receiving a call from one of his friends that he had not been seen for several days. The victim was found dead in the home. Investigations revealed that Gomes appeared to have been dead for a period of time. The body showed signs of a gunshot injury. The Forensic Services Unit have canvassed the scene for evidence, and the investigation continues. Premier and Minister of Education, the Honorable Vance Amory, has begun a series of visits to schools to engage in discussion with the principals on the assessment of the performance of the school system in Nevis. A release from the Premier's ministry says the first school to be visited was the St. Thomas's Primary School on Thursday, January 26th, when there was a long discussion on the issues of concern with the physical plant which needed to be addressed. There was also a discussion on the delivery of education to students in the school. Concerns were raised as to what could be done to assist the teaching staff in enhancing their delivery of the subject areas to get the maximum benefit for their students. The visits will continue in order to ensure that the Premier has a full appreciation of what transpires in education. The Honourable Premier was accompanied by Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, Wakely Daniel, and Assistant Secretary, Kevin Barrett. The Premier's next visits will be to the Violet O. Jeffers Nichols and St. James's Primary Schools. Students in school leaving classes at the Charlestown Secondary School, CSS, recently benefited from a workshop which offers skills that are expected to assist the participants in landing suitable occupations when they enter the world of work. The Charlestown Secondary School on Thursday, January 26th, held its 11th annual Job Preparation Workshop, an initiative coordinated by the school's Guidance and Counseling Unit.
Students, I encourage you to take this job preparation workshop seriously. The size of our school leaving classes is increasing. This year's class is 150, but the number of jobs available is still so limited. As a result, the successful job applicants are those whose application, including your resume and interviews, are above the rest. So learn as much as possible today so that your application may be of a very high standard. Make the facilitators' efforts meaningful and strive to implement the tried and tested suggestions that they will offer.
Principal Edson Elliott also used the opportunity to express appreciation to the board and the management of the Nevis Electricity Company Limited, NEVLEC, noting that the company's sponsorship of the job preparation workshop is indicative of its commitment to the development of youth in Nevis.
To you, the students, I want you to see today's workshop as preparing you for an opportunity intended to prepare you for the real world of work. We are operating in an era where organizations are seeking a competitive advantage. This is usually through the products and services they offer, but the most important competitive advantage or edge that any organization can get is through its human resources, the people. I encourage you to take full advantage of today's workshop. Facilitators have been sourced from various backgrounds, training, and expertise to educate you. Engage them. Ask them questions. At the end, you will be the better for this. The Board of Directors, Management and Staff of the Nevis Electricity Company Limited, Mr. Elliott, remains committed to the sponsorship of this workshop and wishes it every continued success.
The workshop's opening ceremony was chaired by student Gabriella Brantley.
I hope this workshop will impact all in attendance positively, and let us remember that proper preparation prevents a poor performance. Before I close, I want to acknowledge our presenters for today, Mrs. Tricia Daniel, Mrs. Diana Humphrey, and Mr. Mackie France. Thank you for accepting our invitation, and to all I say thank you.
The theme of the 11th annual NEVLEC-sponsored CSS Job Preparation Workshop was "By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail." Still to come?
It's a very costly venture. and we really need as much support as we can get.
We'll give you the details after this break.
On January 30, 2017, the Alexandra Hospital will be issuing health ID cards to all patients accessing service as part of the introduction of our Health Information System, HIS. The process is simple and will take just a few minutes. A photo will be taken of each individual accessing service, and within minutes, your card will be printed and issued. You will be required to present this card each time you access service at the outpatient department. We are craving the public's cooperation as we implement the new system, which will be of benefit to all. When fully operational, it will significantly improve the quality of service and reduce patient waiting time. Remember, the start date is January 30, 2017. Join the movement in health.
I got my card.
Welcome back. Coordinator Joshua Brown says the Nevis Literary and Debating Society is looking forward to a keenly contested event when the island hosts the 45th Leeward Islands Debating Competition. The competition is set to run from February 23rd to 26th.
On night one, we're going to have the opening ceremony, of course, and then we'll have one debate that night, Thursday the 23rd of February. We'll have St. Kitts versus St. Martin. The debate topic is the high cost of youth unemployment relief programs outweighs the benefits. On the Friday, February 24th this year, host country Nevis will be going up against Montserrat. We're going to debate the topic, the global rise in anti-immigration sentiments is justified. We're also going to have the British Virgin Islands coming up against Anguilla, and they will be debating the debate Caribbean educational practices lag far behind other regions.
The semi-final round will take place on Saturday, February 25th.
We're going to have the winner of debate 1 versus Antigua. Given that Antigua, they are the defending champions. Whoever wins on debate 1 will go up against Antigua. And on Saturday, they will debate the Caribbean cybercrime legislation will lead to the suppression of free expression. The next semi-final will be winner of debate 2 versus winner of debate 3. Whoever wins those debates will debate the moot lack of emphasis on the arts will be detrimental to human development in the Caribbean. Whoever wins on those two debates on Saturday will go to the finals, and they will debate the moot. The atrocity of our age is the billions of dollars spent on sports.
That final debate is slated for Sunday, February 26th. Debates are scheduled to begin at 6:30 nightly at the Nevis Performing Arts Center. Meantime, the Nevis Literary and Debating Society is inviting the public to support its fundraising events as it prepares to host the 45th Leeward Islands Debating Competition.
Yeah, we're looking forward to your support as much as possible to come out on each night to support the fundraisers that we're having, to donate where you can. It's a very costly venture, and we really need as much support as we can get.
We normally do a Valentine's Day gift exchange in the school, so that will be on February the 10th, along with a dress-up day, and that's the same day as the road relay in the school. So we'll have like a bake sale, so you should come on out when you come and see the races to come and buy from us and support our society. We'll also have a car wash, so just look out for promoting for that.
President of the Nevis Literary and Debating Society, Zaria Archibald. St. Kitts and Nevis has ranked number 1 in CARICOM in the 2016 Doing Business report, says Kennedy De Silva, Deputy Comptroller of Customs. Appearing on local radio and television, De Silva said the St. Kitts and Nevis Customs and Excise Department has worked hard to become a high-ranking country. To achieve this, the World Bank looks at all the countries around the world and sets up a basic scenario, looking at what it takes for a business to import 144 containers, the time it takes to clear the goods, how to pay the taxes, what the technical requirements are, and how much documentation is required, De Silva explained. The Deputy Comptroller said that the bank may also consult the broker community, customs, and the Shipping Association to get different opinions. By international standards, St. Kitts and Nevis is at 72. In Latin America and the Caribbean, number 7, and CARICOM, number 1, De Silva said. De Silva, who said that getting to this point was not an easy feat, added that going forward, the department is working to become number 1 in Latin America and the Caribbean. That's it for this evening's edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, thank you for viewing. I'm Donis Wilkinson Keynes. Good night.
This one is going out to the land of my birth, Green City, Nevis.
Truly, one of the few places that has an untouched beauty that has captivated the hearts of many. Nevis is everything you imagine.